Bienvenue, tout le monde. Welcome to Le Dictionnaire, where we dissect global topics with a little bit of humor and a lot of facts. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating military comparison between two neighbors, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. Now, some might say comparing these two is like comparing a lion to a very agile mongoose. Okay, maybe not a fair comparison, but you get the point. We'll be looking at various aspects to see how these two nations stack up against each other. Who has the bigger stick? Who's got the shinier toys? Stick around to find out. First up, let's talk numbers. You know, the old saying, quantity has a quality all its own? Well, when it comes to active military personnel, the DRC takes the lead with an estimated 134,000 soldiers. Rwanda, on the other hand, has around 33,000. Now, I'm no military strategist, but that's a pretty significant difference. It's like showing up to a dance battle with a whole stadium versus, well, a very enthusiastic classroom. But having a lot of people is one thing, being able to equip and train them is quite another. So let's talk money, or more specifically, defense budgets. In the Battle of the Wallets, Rwanda spends a larger chunk of its GDP on its military compared to the DRC. It's like that friend who might not have the fanciest car, but always keeps it in tip-top shape. This difference in spending allows Rwanda to invest more in training, equipment, and overall modernization of its armed forces. Now, let's take to the skies and compare the air power of these two nations. When it comes to the total number of aircraft, Rwanda again punches above its weight. They have a small but modern fleet that includes fighter jets, attack helicopters, and transport aircraft. The DRC, while having a larger number of aircraft on paper, faces challenges in terms of maintenance and operational readiness. It's a bit like having a vintage car collection. Impressive to look at, but getting them all running smoothly, that's a different story. Now, let's bring it back down to earth and talk about the bread and butter of any military, the land forces. This is where the DRC's numerical advantage comes into play again. They have a larger number of tanks, armored vehicles, and artillery pieces compared to Rwanda. However, Rwanda's focus on training and technology means that their forces are considered to be better equipped and more mobile. It's like the old saying, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog. And finally, let's set sail and talk about naval capabilities. Given that both countries are geographically landlocked, it's no surprise that their naval forces are relatively limited. Think of it as having a kayak in a swimming pool, not exactly dominating the high seas. However, they both have patrol boats and other small vessels that play a crucial role in protecting their inland waterways and lakes. So there you have it. That's our comparison of the military strengths of RD Congo and Rwanda. As we've seen, both countries have their strengths and weaknesses. While the DRC has the advantage in terms of sheer numbers, Rwanda's focus on training, technology, and strategic spending gives it a qualitative edge. Ultimately, the true measure of military strength goes beyond just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about leadership, strategy, and the will to fight. Let us know in the comments which aspect you found most surprising. Was it the air power difference? The budgetary priorities? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more comparisons like this. Until next time, stay curious.